Okay, okay, thank you very much. I'm going to record. Thank
Yeah.
you. Continue with your block explanation. That was nice.
Yeah, no, just talking about how we can better organize our time and how we can block out specific times to do social media, or I'm doing follow-up, a couple of minutes. And actually, my girls are using it right now, but I bought a little timer thing that it just goes to 60 minutes, and you can do 15 minutes, you can do 20 minutes, and it's a visual thing that you can see, and you can tell yourself, I'm sitting down and I am doing social media content or follow-up or any LifeWave related work for the next 45 minutes or 30 minutes. Even 10 minutes, you'd be surprised if you have a zeroed in focus for that 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, or whatever, how much you actually get done. And so it's just called time blocking. And I think the 7 habits of highly effectual people, they talk about that. There's like a Covey, Stephen Covey, does some things on that. And actually, Robin Mascari has done a training on time management that's recorded in our Live Younger YouTube channel it would have been under the business trainings, and she's recently sent that to me, so I can send that to Ann Ford and she can get that out for everybody to listen to. So, but today we're kind of just working on some social media posts, social media content. I know Cheryl was saying that she's like, I don't know what I do. What do I do with the content that I create? And there's really no wrong way to do it. It is a learning curve. If you see someone who you admire that posts on Facebook, go back and look at their first video. It's not anything like their current video. It's something that you continue to grow at, you get better at, and you kind of learn. But something that I'm learning to do is or just my time blocking is, because sometimes social media I use as a way to just, it's a default. If I'm not doing anything, oh, I'll just scroll Facebook. But I have to set a timer and say, this is my time to respond to everybody's content or their comments. Because when they say, oh my gosh, what a cute pair of shoes.
Not working. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, I know, right? Social media is more of a time vampire than something that actually gives time back to us the right way. So, but I run my social media and I'm also helping my mom with hers. And so I have to go in and out of my account and her account to respond, because I actually got notified this week from Facebook that, hey, your content is getting pushed to a broader audience because you're creating great content. Now, how do they know I'm creating good content? Because people are commenting, people are sharing, and people are, commenting and they're sharing, and that's making them like, ooh, like, oh, well, what you're creating sounds really fun. And obviously people are loving it. And so what I'm spending time doing is I'm intentionally going back to like old previous posts and commenting and saying, how are you? Thank you so much for your comment. How are you doing? And so you're kind of creating a dialogue. And the more clicks you get on a comment or a post, Facebook says, woo, you must be posting exciting things. The next time you post, it's going to go even farther, if you have a public Facebook page, though. If you have a private one, then it's only going to be very specific to you want to have a public Facebook page if you don't already.
You mean like I don't have Facebook, but I do have Instagram, and it is not public. It is just private. So you're speaking like whatever platform you're using, it should be public.
I mean, yes, in order for your content to go far and wide, which you are wanting, if you're wanting to expand and grow your business, because the whole point of the social media is to just cast your nets far and wide. Now, if it's a private group, Instagram will respect your private wishes, and only the people in your Instagram that are following you will see your content. So you really need to just not post anything that you wouldn't be okay with somebody stealing and using all over the place. because it's public to the public. But so, some people don't share their children's pictures or anything like that. So it's completely up to you. But yes, because you're creating content and that's going to go far and wide, and you want it to go far and wide, really. And that's how people see your post, is they're like, ooh, it's a suggestion. Instagram is suggesting, or it ends up on their feed and their real kind of feed. And so, yeah. So
Just to be clear, can I add a point on that, Sarah, that you can have a Facebook post that, even though most of your Facebook posts that are around LifeWave might be public, you can still post and make it private to your friends. Any post that you post, you have an option of choosing if it's a public facing page or a private facing page.
that is true. So you do have that ability. You can even post something just for yourself and not for anybody else to see. That is a very good point. Does anyone have any questions on anything that I've shared?
Yeah, Sarah, how do you know if you're public or private? Is there like a main setting that you check on Facebook to see? Just as you go through and post things.
1 second. Okay, so how do we know? Let's see if we can actually see. I think that would be under your settings in your Facebook profile. Let me see if I can find a place. Darlene, would you know the answer to that real quick? It's under your settings, isn't it? Let's see.
I do, but I don't have my laptop open, but let me do it really quickly.
Okay, I have my thing open, so I am not seeing the ability to share. Can I share, Miss Ann Ford? To share
And
my-
needs to give you permissions or make you co-host.
Reaction.
See Darlene, yay.
Oh, there we go. I know. She's our guest of honor today.
Thank you. You guys are too sweet.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so here is my Facebook page. So if I go to like my settings, display and access, let's see, well, let's make sure I go into my bed here.
Maybe
Edit.
settings and privacy was one of the lines here.
Yes, that was true. Okay, so yeah, so this is more editing your bio. So if I go here and
Right above where it says settings and
privacy. So privacy.
Private.
Okay,
privacy.
privacy policy, privacy home. So yeah, you can really, you just set it to where people can only see, what you do. But I know like when you're creating your Facebook account, you set it to private or public, but I know that there is a way to, yeah.
Maybe I'll look for it, Sarah. Thank you. I'll look.
Yeah.
I can find it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never even looked to try to get it set for anything differently. So, but yeah, so this is our little Facebook area. So something that you can do when you're creating a Facebook post is to share your post to your stories. So it's just another way that people can see your stuff. Let's see. So, okay, so I recently created this. This was just fun. Okay, has anybody seen this yet?
Here comes the sun, I say it's all right.
I mean, right? I was like, my mom didn't get it at first. And well, mainly because I had a typo error. And I was like, I see these things all the time. I sent one to Darlene like not that long ago that was like, it's time to eat protein and work out. Like, you know, we're waiting for a sign in the sky before we do something. And I'm like, here's your sign. It's time for patching.
Very cute.
So, and that was done through CapCut. So what I can do is I can like share this to my story. So then it pops up, which is just this button right here. So then it pops up in my story, like right, you know, up here. Let's see. View. So, right, so this is my other, oh, this is the one about me and my husband laying out. And so therefore it kind of like, oh, so in order to really see it, they have to click on it. So I'm trying to create clickable things that people can like respond to, you know, super easily. So does anyone have anything that they've recently done or shared on Facebook? Or Cheryl, you were saying that you've done a video. What do you need help with your video?
Sarah, I did find where that public private posting thing is if you want me to show you and have, and did you find it or?
No,
It's under, it is under settings and profile. And then if you scroll down, past tools and resources, past preferences, past audience, let me get you there. Hold on, I'd be patient with you.
okay, so here,
Go to settings. Like on your face,
uh-huh.
and then hit settings.
Oh, sorry, settings.
And then on the left, scroll down past tools and resources, down, 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 all the way to under audience and visibility. I think you passed it.
I passed
Okay,
it.
no, just a little bit up, just a little bit more higher.
Okay.
There, okay, now under posts, hit posts. Now, under that, who can see your future posts, you have a setting there. You can toggle that to be public, friends, except these people's specific friends, only me. If you hit that right caret,
Where this?
yes,
Uh-huh.
that's where you're gonna make the decision for automatically. You can still change it by post. It's gonna default to this one, but it's still something you can change each time.
Okay, very cool. Thank you, Darlene, for that.
You're welcome, man.
And apparently there's a button here that says always share post to story. So now I don't even have to do what I just manually did. It'll automatically share my post to my stories. So, although sometimes I like to add a sticker to it, so I'm gonna leave that. So, but yeah, okay, great, awesome. Well, we just learned something new. Does everybody, Ms. Ann Ford, is your Facebook profile picture public or private?
I don't know. I will check.
Okay, I would say with how under the radar you guys were, you probably have it set to private on accident. So you probably want to go in and check that.
I will check it.
Anyone else? Like with their feedback. So, okay. So yeah, so that is some good information. So, okay. So does anyone else have any more questions that you guys would like me to see me do, or should we create content?
Sarah?
Yes.
I just sent you my video that I just made last week and for improvements, help to do something with it. But my other question is like, how come like some people can't receive these videos? Like if they have Android, don't get your video.
You mean like you share a video on your Facebook page and people can't
Just
see
a
it?
video from my, yeah, they can't, they didn't get
I
it.
mean, because I just got your video.
Do you have an iPhone?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
Have you shared this with everyone else?
just with some people, but I tried to share it with a friend of mine and she has an Android, but she got, I think she was able to receive a different video, but this one didn't go through.
Interesting. Okay, let's see. You want to have a look? Should we have a look? Do you mind if I show this to everybody?
Sure.
Hey friends, today is April 17th, 2025, and I am out where I love to be, out in my yard. And I'm healing. I'm healing up from overdoing it. Like I was working in my yard back in February when I was trimming these beautiful hydrangea bushes. This is just a few of 14, but so I kind of injured myself overdoing it in my 2 days of my window of opportunity to prune bushes while it wasn't raining. But anyway, you can overdo things like that, and I did. But in the meantime, I'm healing. My level 10 has now gone down to an 8 from a 10, and I'm using these little things, patches. Plus some other stuff. I'm using supplements, which are awesome, and some collagen, which is awesome. And what else? And red light therapy and grounding. So I'm just kind of like healing. And if you want more information about some awesome healing therapy or getting you back looking younger, DM me, okay? Or call, or write, or do anything. I'd love to talk to you. Thanks. Bye.
Oh my gosh, I want to call you right now after listening to that just to talk to you. You're so adorable. I think that is great, Cheryl. Post that on your Facebook page and just say, just sharing some thoughts for the morning, and your little property is adorable. It looks like a cabin I would want to stay in. That was so cute. So yeah, so I don't think there's anything like that I would even critique or share. Like if that's your first video that you post, which I know you've done other ones, that's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. But
It's
see, it's like,
very short and very sweet. And yeah, you're like, I want to talk to you. Call me.
well, it was just like a spur of the moment thing. And it's like, I've got to get out here while the sun is shining, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because you can actually, you're in that age bracket that you can say like, hey, like I'm sure a lot of you are like me and you're in your whatevers. And did you know that like, by the age of 65, our stem cell activity is down 80%? Like, no wonder why we feel lethargic and we're not sleeping great. And can anybody, I found a natural modality to reverse that entire process. And oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's photo light therapy. Look, I'm outside in the sun. It's photo light therapy. It's the same kind of idea, natural. DM me for more information if you want to age backwards with me. It's just something getting very creative, but the spur of the moment and just using your inspiration of whatever comes is a great idea. I love that.
Thank you.
That was very nice, Cheryl. Thank you for letting her play that. I thought it was very natural. It was easy to just feel like you're just talking to me. I thought it was really fun. Now you don't have Facebook, so if you wanted to post that, do you post that on your Instagram?
Yeah, I've only done it once before, so I mean, I'm not really, I don't know what I'm doing, but I need to put it on Instagram.
Yeah, so I would turn that into a reel.
A reel.
Remember we were using ChatGPT to explain the difference between just creating a video and a reel. So a video is more like feeding the people that are already on your page information and building relationship, where a reel is like, let's try to get new people, on to see what we see. So reels are for pushing out information to try to get new people to come in to follow your page and see your content and stuff like that too. So
Okay, I'll try to turn it into a reel.
Would anybody benefit if Sarah went through the process of showing how she creates a story, like with the music and maybe like the posters? Because I've done it when she
Yeah.
showed me that one time and it was helpful, but I'm not sure that I remember like couple of the things where like, you can pick the words that you put on top of your pictures and stuff like that. Would anybody like to know how to do a story
Yeah.
on Facebook?
Mhm.
Okay,
Right.
Sarah, could
Okay,
you
great.
show us
I
how to make one?
Yeah, because I'd have to do it on my phone.
Because you could share your phone as a screen on the share screen.
Yes, I
Yeah.
can. You showed me how to do that.
So you swipe down and do the screen mirroring icon on your phone, right?
But do I have to be, yeah, so I'm waiting for it to add to
Uh,
show up, but let's see.
You go down to screen share and pick your phone. Well, your phone first has to be hooked up to the computer. So you hit screen share.
So it needs to be like connected to Wi-Fi. Okay, yeah, no, I got it. Okay, let's see.
Okay, okay. Good.
Let's see. Okay, right, okay. Am I there? You don't see this, do I? Do you? Let's see. You guys see my screen, but you don't see my computer, my thing's screen yet, so let's see. Okay. I'm just waiting, it's loading. Hello, okay, let's go to my Facebook page. Look at Darlene's posting her little pretty picture.
Oh, wow,
At your house, Darlene?
beautiful.
Yeah, super pretty. Okay, so when you're creating a story, you're just gonna press this plus button right next to, and your stories are always like right next to. Can you guys see my mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so your stories are always right here and they delete after 24 hours. So when you are doing a story, I find you have way more options when you're creating a story. When you're creating a story, do you have like, you can add music and words when you do it on your phone and not your computer. So I'm gonna click that blue star button. And let's see, I know I have like I was doing some fun stuff right here. So, okay.
What blue star button? What do you mean?
Okay, let's see, I'm gonna cancel out of here. Let's see. Oh wait, I have to do it on my hair. This blue like plus button right here
Oh, okay.
on your phone or your computer will allow you to create stories. So you're like, ooh, okay, I'm gonna create a story here. And I thought that this was like a really good post, that you will never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is found in your daily routines, right? So I'm like, oh, I like that quote. So I'm gonna click this music button just to find some like nice, fun, hoppy music. Let's see. Let's see. For some time. Sure, why not? Okay, so you see how like I have like this like thing right here?
Huh?
So if I click it, if I just literally tap it, it'll give me options of like, okay, which one of these do I want to have on my page? But you want to make sure let's just say, you want to make sure you move it. Like you can even move it like way down here, like so it's not even in your story, but you still get to benefit from the music. You just don't want to like post and it accidentally be like right smack dab in the middle of your picture, right?
Right.
Yeah, I like that one better. Okay. Okay, so, and then sometimes when you tap it, it'll give you an option to like not even have it there at all. Audio only, the song will play in your story, but the sticker will be invisible. That's the one I tend to choose most of the time. So let's see. I'm gonna do, let's see. It's the 1% daily change. Okay, right. So I'm gonna add this, and you can add it, you can twist it, you can just kind of make it bigger, smaller, and I'm just using my fingers on my screen to be able to do that.
Huh.
Actually, I think I'm gonna say. With right, and then I'm gonna just say with a 1% daily fee. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna add that, and then if I click on the words, you get to change like the colors. You're like, oh, I want to change it to pink. Pink seems to be my color. I mean, you can add, if the very top button that looks like a sticker, I can, add, you can add like a really, I mean, you can add like a link, you could add like a, I just thought you can add like your own personalized LifeWave link on here too, if you wanted. I wouldn't do that for something that I'm doing right now, but you can add like your location, you can add the temperature. I mean, you can see all of these stickers you get to add. So then I'm gonna just click share. Okay, and then that is adding to my story right up there at the top. So,
So that's only there for 24 hours and then it goes away?
yes, so that's why you always want to be clicking up here to the what's on your mind, and that's like you actually posting like content. You can write something, you can share. Sorry,
Some personal.
my kids are whispering in my ears. Girls, I've really talked to you guys about this. Out of here, please.
We're gonna go.
Now. No, you're not. Not until I get off my call. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so that is, you get oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I canceled out of that. Let's see, go back to that. I keep on thinking I'm on my computer. Okay, so Facebook. So does that make sense? So discard, let's see. And so then you're gonna go into, your personal Facebook page. This is where you change things, and if you see, it kind of shows up. Oh, let's see, what have I added before? I am still recovering from being burnt from this day because I fell asleep. My Scottish husband is sitting in the shade. Great compromise, but I got over 500 plays specifically from that. And so then, they can click and watch what this is saying. But, you can see down here at the bottom, it says 74. You can see all the people that have viewed all of your stuff. And I'm like, half of these people, like, I don't even speak to on a daily basis, but they're watching my stories.
Yeah, cool.
This is like the power of 74 people, some people in Scotland, some people here that are just a bunch of creepers watching my stories and not saying anything, not commenting. But that's just, the beauty of social media is people like to vicariously live through you. And so when you're making like a post on LifeWave without saying LifeWave, because we don't ever say LifeWave, but we're just like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing today. Yep, we're going out of town, traveling again, free trips, so and so shared their testimonial. There's something that I heard that this was something that, I screenshotted from someone else who had an amazing experience, and I screenshotted to be able to capture what like this testimonial text that she got. And I was like, well, I'm going to share that on my page because, there's no one here that says who it came through or something like that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Except for, is it there? Don't we kind of have to be careful if we're publicly posting, because if somebody knows that you're going to be out of town or whatever.
Oh, yeah. So you don't have to post while you're away. You can wait until you get back, but you're constantly taking pictures to kind of collect all of your, there's safety and like not being like, okay, we're going to be gone for a week. Okay. But I know people, who will post when they get back as if they're away, of like, oh,
Yeah.
these are my things that are coming up with and stuff. So
Because we in weird days weird ages this day.
Oh,
age.
I know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, this is just, such an amazing thing. So I'm gonna put a sticker that says amazing. Um, amazing. Right. So I have this and I'm gonna put this up here. I'm gonna make it really big. So, and then so there is music, but you can hear it. You can hear it. So there is and so sometimes I kind of get on like little roller coasters where I'll post, consecutive stories of like, let's see. If I go to like my camera roll, I have some, this is one that I've created. I don't know if I've shared this one yet.
Oh, what? Is there any?
So this is like just like a silly thing that I posted and I'm like, I'm gonna, this was all created through CapCut and it was, so I wonder if I'm just gonna try this and see if it even works. If I'm like, okay, not that you want people to go to your link, but let's just try this because it deletes in 24 hours if it's like if you totally butcher something. You can't actually go in and actually delete something. Here, rock raw. Test this link. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So that's cool that it has to like test that link. So there's
Oh,
So now they have like a link to my personal website if they wanted to go and have a look.
is that John Voight?
What's that?
Was that John Voight?
I have no idea. The voice, I have no idea. I don't, my sister would say, I can't share some of these memes because I haven't watched some of the things, but you're like, oh, well, I think I saw this. One person has viewed it. Maybe it was myself. Nah. I'm like, you can view your own stuff, and then so it hasn't added yet. So where did that, it hasn't added. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So I've added, so you can kind of I'm tapping like the left side of my screen, kind of like right here, and it will take me to like my original one. And then you can kind of tap the other side of your screen over here. That will be like, oh, if you wanted to see like your stories.
When you add additional pieces to the story, then does it make the time that piece shows up shorter?
No, I think you get about 30, although I don't know how long you get actually. Let's count that.
Sometimes people put up big thing to read and I'm like, I don't have time to read. I can't
Okay, yeah.
read
So
that.
if you hold your finger, let's try this. If you hold your finger down, and that's why on this one it says hold to read. There's like a button.
Oh, it says
So
that?
yeah. Do you see that little circle? It says hold to read.
No.
So
Oh, I do. I see that. Did you put that on there?
no, they put it on there. So thank you, whoever did this. I pinched their testimonial that they shared on their story. So I screenshotted it and I'm going to show you what I did. I clicked like my button to screen share. So I literally took a caption of my screen and, oh, where'd it go? All right, I'm gonna do it again. And I'll show you guys what I do because I'm like, oh, if somebody posts some amazing content, then I screenshot like this
Uh-huh.
and I add it to my own stories.
Very cool.
So now it looks like it's like my own personal thing, and I'm like, save the photos, boom, the next time I want to do that. But yeah, if you hold your finger down, sometimes it's a gimmick though. They want you to go back to try to finish reading it and to see how much, you can get in that. So yeah, so that's fun. Let's see, what else? What else would you guys like to see? Should we practice?
I thought your assignment, or I don't know if it was yours, somebody mentioned, well, just try to go in at first, at least maybe it was the fellow who talked on the Live Younger. I added that to the invitation I sent out, was the recording that he had done like the week before we started, or that week. He did a teaching. He said, you just go on Facebook and just try commenting on 5 people's posts. Starting,
Yeah.
just get used to doing something like that, because then you're getting in the habit of looking at other people's posts. And then, I mean, I think we should all try to do a story or a post of some kind, right?
Yeah, definitely. You know, and so it's actually when you post on people's page, it makes them actually see what you posted on your place, you know. Looks magical. I love your daily view. You know, this is, you know, so, and it helps them too. Now, Sherry, I need to go back and talk to her and be like, she needs to comment on every single one of these people that have commented, even if it's just thank you, because she's had 29 responses to this photo. That's absolutely breathtaking. Look at that massive sky. And so she
She
to
should
go back.
comment. She should go back and comment on other people's comments.
Yeah, even if it's
Okay.
even if it's just thank you, but yeah, you want to you know, yeah, so you want to kind of, you know, comment on, you know, back to the gym after 2, you know, so
Do you know if a hearting it counts, or does that not count as the same as a thank you?
you want a comment. Yeah, you want to comment, you want to like in a comment. And that's why when people do like competitions, they're like, comment, and share. All of those things help. A comment helps so much better than a like, although I still like.
Listen,
And if I could add, I don't know if this is still the same, but it used to also be, and I'm bad about this because I get in a rush and I'll just do an emoji, like a little heart or something. But apparently words matter versus just doing emojis in
Yeah.
a response.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes like I'll be like, oh, you know, lifting weights. And I don't know if this helps or not, but I think it's really funny. So when people are like, I'm back at the gym, I'm like, oh yeah, like okay, like what can I you know, add that's, you know, something funny, you know, but yeah, so
How did you just do that, Sarah? What were you?
so I went down here to like the comments and I went to the GIF down there and I typed in lifting weights. So you can literally type in like exercise and you get some really funny ones. Let's see. I mean, you get some serious, like, look at this like dog one, you know, that's like so cute. So depending upon who you're sending it to, you're not gonna like, you know, post, you know, gym time, you know, it's just you've got some funny ones and then you've got like some serious ones. So whenever you're like, okay, I'm warming up or yeah. So, but yeah, so you can type in like yay and then oh, not that. You're like, don't actually send you're like, yay, you know, like cheering you on, or you can really be super creative, you know, with that too. So
it's just a matter of everything takes time.
everything does take time, and I would really encourage everybody to find 10 minutes a day to go into their Facebook page and like, and just intentional, be like, set a buzzer for 10 minutes and be like, I'm going to be posting, I'm going to be connecting. Cause like, for instance, like this lady right here who Anita, she bought one of my ragdoll kittens in Scotland and she's like back to the gym after 2 years. Well, what happened in 2 years? Did you hurt yourself? Like, did something happen? So I'm going to reach out to her and be like, hey girl, I see that you've been back at the gym. Like, did something happen or did life get in the way? Because she was actually at one point very interested in the patches and reached out to me, but never went for it, not yet. And so like this, like I'm seeing like, oh, this is an opportunity. And sometimes you're like, okay, I'm going to screenshot it to remember to post and ask her why, you know, or you can say, hey, Siri, remind me in an hour to reach out, or you can add it to like your list of things to do. Add to my list of things to do to connect with Anita and ask her, you know, how she's doing, you know, so you're using, you know, your time to go through Facebook to being like, oh my God, people love to share about their problems. I mean, everybody's got issues and they love to share about it. And you have an answer for them. So you're kind of like, oh, you know, like you're just scrolling through your Facebook page looking for people to connect with that maybe you haven't connected with in a while. You know,
Sarah, where did you save your screenshot that you can
So they're in my stories.
In photos, it goes to photos on your phone?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
they're all right. Let's see.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Okay.
So they're all right here. So
Mm.
I'm like, oh, this is
Nice.
like when I screenshot it and
Great.
you know, sometimes like you can, let's see, you can, I'm trying to think if I can see like a picture. That is so cool actually, that is pretty cool. I didn't know you could do that.
What?
You get distracted, right? You're like, look, it's like
Yeah.
squirrel. What is that? It's like propagate roses from cuttings.
Wow.
Who would have thought? I mean, you learn something new every time.
Save
You-
that.
I know, right? Screenshot. Exactly. I might do that. Or like share it to like, share it to like a group or something. So that's so cool. I love that.
Cool.
So actually, I'm not even in a part of that group. So let me join that group. So anyways, like again, happy birthday. You guys, every time someone has a happy birthday, like not just a birthday, it's specifically a happy birthday, is you can say, oh my gosh, I would love to send you something for your birthday. Send me your address. You don't even have to tell them what you're sending them. I mean, that's just a way that you can, use an outreach and stuff like that. So, but yeah, let's spend the next like 10 minutes scrolling on Facebook, not getting distracted by really cool things, and connect with our people. Sweet potato brownies. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, you see what I mean? It's so easy to get distracted, but let's set the buzzer for 10 minutes and try to create a post, even if we are just sharing, even if we're just, sharing. Let's try to create something, whether it's a story or we could just try to connect on Facebook. Make sure our Facebook pages are public for a start, and have a little introduction post to the world. If you haven't posted in a while, change your photo and say, hey guys, it's been a while since I've been, a lot going on in my life. Here's some new updates. This is what I'm up to. What are you up to? I would love to connect. And use that as an opportunity to reach out. Now, I mean, this is just basic Facebook. There are AIs that are taking over people's Facebook pages and stuff like that too. And I have no idea how to even tap into that, but I've tapped into it a little bit with ChatGPT and asking ChatGPT of like, hey, share with me some really fun, let's see, some fun, some fun Facebook posts. So, I mean, my mom asked me, she's like, can you create me like a realtor, like something to send to realtors that's really fun? And all I said was, let's see, what did I say? I said, create me a flyer for realtors to encourage them to use these patches for better energy. That's all I said. And he goes, boo, boo, boo. It created this. And then it says, want to turn this into a printable flyer for Canva? I was like, yes, please. And then it created this. And then it had, missing name and phone number. I was like, please add Ann Zontag. Here's her number. And this is her website. And then it created this with her number. And I mean, it happened in a blink of a second. And I said, make it a more colorful flyer. So then it created it into a more colorful flyer. And then I said, add extra money income. So then it added, need extra income, because they all need extra income. They're working like a dog. So yeah, so you can really, yeah. So it's, pretty cool. So,
Cool.
and then apparently you are limited, because I don't pay for this, but I hit, my free limit plan, and I can create more images in like 21 hours, which is like now, but yeah, so you can ask ChatGPT some like creative, engaging Facebook questions.
So with that flyer, did you send that out as a post or as a paid ad, or what did you do?
So my mom, she went to a realtor booth fair, and so she got all of the numbers from all the realtors. So she was looking for something specifically to send to everybody that she had gotten their contacts that were realtors. So she wouldn't put something like that on, let's see if I can, where's that? What did I do? It was under the get to know you, right? Let's see. Which one was it under? Okay, yeah. So this was, so because it says it activates your own stem cells, she wouldn't send it to like a public page because we're not really allowed to say that yet. So she would just send this specifically to her, but I could say, take out the word stem cells because and then it would take it out and say, taps into your own body light, like it'll, activates your natural body's modalities. So yes, so that
Why
is.
can't you say that? Why can't you say stem cells?
Well, because it's not being compliant right now, because the FDA is trying to say that they claim the word stem cells and that it's a medical term, and we're a health and wellness company. So now belly to belly, if I were to meet with people and it's like a closed group, you can say activate stem cells. It's in the patent. Send them a picture of the patent, and just say, have a look at this patent. But, just like we're not allowed to make claims, medical claims, a medical claim they're trying to say is activates your own stem cells. However, David Schmidt is adding the powder, and the water machine is going to allow us to say that it activates stem cells, and that we can then go back to saying that online. And more public. So on Facebook, we shouldn't be, or, I've been in trouble with compliance. When I was actually moving and flying over, they locked me out of my account because they thought I was ignoring their emails, but I just don't ever check my emails. And they had a list of 20 links and reels and things that I had shared in the past 2 years. And they were like, you're not being compliant. You have to take these off. And because I didn't see them, they locked me out of my account, which would have prevented me from getting paid. It would have prevented me from even auto shipping. So like if I had my auto ship to go out that week, thankfully I responded immediately when I realized what was, I was so naive. I called the company. I was like, I don't know what's happened. I've been locked out. I think there's been an error. And they were like, check your emails. And then I was like, oh, but they were very gracious. They just thought I was ignoring them. So they had the power to literally shut me out of my entire LifeWave back office, which is really scary. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm deleting them all right now. And so it's important to be compliant for sure. So, but if you're out in public, if you're talking to someone one-on-one, if you're talking to anyone on the phone, you can say whatever you want to say. So does anyone have any questions on, and if anybody's knowledge ever surpasses my knowledge, please share, and add to your knowledge of something that maybe you learned that was really cool that we can all kind of learn from. Because I know, AI is taking over in probably a good sense. And I haven't even tapped into that. So this is still us doing the work, but I know AI will do it for you too. I just don't know how to even do that. So, I think it's important to be as organic as possible, but yeah. So shall we do some Facebooking on our own? Lorraine, how are you feeling with social media and your confidence and posting and all of that?
Come on, my cursor wouldn't cooperate and I couldn't get to my unmute. Oh, a little apprehensive. I do have an account. I just haven't been on it for ages. And the reason that I stopped doing it was every time I'd get used to Facebook, they would change it. And I'm like, no, I don't have time to keep relearning every time.
Yeah.
And so I just got frustrated with it and just stopped.
Yeah. Well, I feel like they've been consistently the same the last little while. So, but I know what you mean. They changed at one point and you were like, why change something that is working so well? So, but it is definitely a good way to keep in touch with people, people that you went to high school with, all of that different stuff. So maybe your challenge will be to get back on, post a new picture of yourself and just say, hey, I want to connect with everybody. This is what's been going on with me. Make it very short and sweet and just, yeah, have like another coming out, into society post.
Right.
you know, because people would love to hear from you. I love Facebook stalking people that I haven't spoken to for years. They're like, what is Lorraine doing? You know,
It is a nice way to keep track of people. I like that a lot.
yeah, because people love to share their babies and their grandbabies and, you know, all of that stuff. And then, you know, if you ever have like a prayer request, you can say, hey guys, need some prayer, or, you know, or I want to pray for you. How can I pray for you? Put your prayer request in the comment, and then you respond to that comment, and you're helping yourself become more known and on Facebook, but you're also ministering to people. You know, that's a really great idea.
Hey, Sarah,
Yeah.
you told me what your handle was for Instagram, so I got to look at it. It is so awesome. And you had a question like, does anybody have ideas for children's books?
That was such a big one. I got
And
s-
did
response.
you? I answered it.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Okay. I
Yes.
haven't been.
I gave you some ideas.
Oh, you did? Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, no, I haven't, Instagram, you can even see like my Instagram is not like, it's not as like successful as my Facebook, in the means that I don't have that many people on my, you know, on my page or something. Like it's only like 270 followers, you know, but
Oh,
only, you know, like, but it's not grown in like the time either. So I try to create some interesting, like, okay, random content. This was like during my our 10-day challenge with the social media challenge. I created something about asking for healthy food, and I picture of my broccoli, and you know, so it's just quite you know, different, very different. So but and I have it set up where when I post on Facebook, it will post almost automatically
Excuse
to,
me.
yes, Delight? Did you have a question?
No, I didn't. I'm working.
Okay, all right, no worries. No worries. You came off mute and we heard
Oh,
background. I'll mute you, don't worry.
So
There you go.
I'm gonna shut this down in a few minutes, Sarah, because I have to do something else, but I would like for, if anybody has a suggestion for something they'd like to cover next week, you know, or something they would like you to go over to think about it, either if they have it now, let you know, or just to, bring it
Yeah,
up next
or
week.
yeah, or we can just do a working Zoom for 1 hour of like, okay, this is our social media hour. This is where we're responding, we're texting, we're creating. It wouldn't be a recorded call because we'd all be silent. You know, so we could definitely do that. I mean, I know it just works well to hold hands with people, and you know, you're sitting in an office creating work. So
In addition to Facebook and Instagram, does anybody use like Alignable or LinkedIn?
I have a LinkedIn account, but I do not have that figured out. I'm trying to master Facebook and Instagram before I,
Like one at a time?
because you're creating more work for yourself, because you need to be posting regularly and commenting and building up a rapport. And to me, I'm like, Facebook, Instagram is it for me.
I guess I do have a question. Since I am working, of course, I can't focus and I'm not in front of my computer. I know you started recording midway, but will you be recording these other ones going forward so that I can listen to it when I'm at home?
Yeah, I think like the social media training, I think Ann Ford recorded the last one that I did and this one too, so that you can go back. I might try to just create a simple like tutorial on how to do the basic of things from start to finish, and then have it all collided. Because this is more like a working, like ask questions and different stuff like that. So if you guys think that that would be beneficial, I can definitely work on that too.
Be
think-
great.
I think people would like that, Sarah. I think that'd be nice.
Mhm.
Yes. And just when
Thanks,
you're going, when you're saying, I'm going to the Blue Plus, just take one breath before you do it so that we follow you, because you're just doing it quick. We're not,
Yeah.
we're not there. So I think that'd be really nice.
Well done, Holly, during the call.
I
Hey,
don't know.
Sarah, I
Yeah.
just wanted to show you, I just posted it in the chat when I did, while you said, set the timer for 10 minutes, and I just got started. I I just took a photo and put some
Oh, look at
music
that.
and
Can you
Level
show,
up.
can you,
I did a level up music.
can you show it, Sarah?
Yeah, so she just actually shared it in like our chat. Can you guys see the chat?
There we go.
Nice.
Did you guys see the chat? Can you guys see the chat if I bring it up?
Oh,
Not, well, don't see it yet. Just
Zoom.
Now,
Yeah, because it's like with Zoom. So you put that on your
maybe I can.
go
go
see.
underneath and open your chat.
Yeah, open up your chat. That might be the best way for you to do it is if you
And
open.
everybody should see it.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Now,
Cute, that's good. I like that.
oh, cute.
I
Level up. Yes.
Oh, I love.
Sarah, Sarah,
Yes.
I just want you to know you and I have twin phones.
Do we? Oh, yeah. Do you even have a patch on your phone too? This
Yes,
is
I do.
49 and it's EMF protection for months, by the way.
49.
Excellent.
49.
Quick
I-
question for me. I would like to throw in my request for learning how to do when someone's got a video inserted into another person's reel and they're looking up at it and they're pointing and they're saying things about it.
Uh-huh. Oh, how to do that?
Yeah,
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
I don't know how to do that. Do you?
No, but I'm sure I could figure out how to do that. Your hair is fabulous, by the way.
yes.
Buying it.
So I need to talk about next week, Sarah, if we want to do it on Thursdays, because I'll be just getting back to Portland. I don't know yet about, I think I can do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Is this good time? What time is good for you? Do you have next Thursday available?
Yeah, next Thursday we could do it. Is later in the day better for you guys? Like an hour or two later? Normally, like I do, like I have my chamber group, so I'm out, and then while I'm out, I like to like nip to the store and do some stuff. And the 11 o'clock doesn't kind of give me that time freedom to be able to do that. So could we do 11 o'clock Pacific time, or is that too late for you guys? That's 1
good.
o'clock Central time.
like 11 Pacific.
How is that for you guys? 11
11.
o'clock Pacific.
For me?
Is that okay?
Holly,
Yes.
give a thumbs up.
Let's say next week, that's May 1st, we'll do 11 o'clock and I'll do it on my Zoom again, Sarah. Is that working?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yeah, that works great.
Okay.
And did Darlene head out or she's still here? I was gonna say I could try to, I think she maybe skedaddled, but yeah, so we can learn some fun kind of techniques on how to do things, or we can just create a working Zoom too, you know, that we need to be putting into practice everything that we're learning.
Wonderful. All right. And I will send out that training that you said Robin did. What was it about again? It was Robin's training?
Yeah, so Robin sent me a training on time management. So
Time
I
management.
that
Okay.
she did, and I will send it to you right now. It's on the
It's in the Live Younger site too. I'll reference where you find it there so you can send it to people
yeah, I'm assuming it's there. It's in their YouTube channel.
on their YouTube. Okay. all
It's
right.
in their YouTube channel, and I'm just sending that to you now. It's Stephen Covey's Quadrant 2 Time Management. So,
All righty.
but yeah, let's do next Thursday at 1 o'clock Central Time. That definitely works a little bit better for me. And then we can, you know, change the time if it doesn't 1 week as well. So that is the 1st of May?
Yes.
Mhm.
First. Okay, cool. Yay.
Right.
Well, good. Well, this has been really fun, and I hope it's been education, educating for you.